Hi, I'm Brett with ezRouter. I'm a technician here at the facility. What we're doing here today is we're going to assemble a motor transmission assembly, and then we're going to install it on the table. This that we've got here today is a slave side motor. Okay, what we're going to do is first we're going to take the motor, and we're going to mount it to the transmission assembly, and then we're going to put the pulley assembly onto the transmission, and we're going to put the belt on it, tie it all together, and tension it up. Okay, first for the motor mount. This is going to be the inside. The motor will mount to the outside. I generally mount mine with the pigtail sticking up, so it'll just butt up to the transmission plate like so. And you'll have 4 bolts. The motor is threaded, so you scoot through with them. You want to be careful whenever you're tensioning these bolts, because if you put too much tension on them, we'll snap the dog ear on the motor assembly. All I'm going to do at first is just get them finger tight, because this motor and transmission is going to slide, and that's how we're going to create the tension on the belt. Okay, when you go to put on the pulley assembly with the spur gear mounted to it, it will come like this. We do not sell these individually, we press these together here. Inside of it are pin bearings or needle bearings. Okay, before you put this on, you need to make sure that they're all in place. Okay. There's a bushing. This setup is going to come with 2 bushings. Okay. The thicker one is on the bottom. Just slides on. Pulley assembly slides on that. The second bushing slides on the top, and it's held in place with a simple snap ring. When you go to put the belt on, it doesn't matter which pulley you put it around first, but when you do, you want to get down level with it, and you want to line the belt up so the belt is traveling like as evenly as possible across from this pulley to this pulley. If it's not, you may have to heat this pulley with the heat gun, loosen the set screws that are in it, and adjust this up or down. Okay, to tension it, you're just going to put reverse tension on it, and you're going to tighten the screws down. What you're going for is about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch deflection on each side of this belt. And once you get that, you're just going to tighten your bolts down. Okay, once you've got that locked in place, you're going to need to put your turnbuckle on here. Okay, it's a pretty simple deal. Okay, you want the standoff portion with the turnbuckle on it to go on the outside of the transmission plate. Okay. Okay, once you've got your motor and transmission assembly all put together, it's time to get it mounted. Okay, you got a mounting bolt with a 9/16 head on it and a flat washer. It's going to go in from the back of the angle iron on the side of the gantry. Then we're going to put our aluminum spacer in here, flat side down. And then we're going to put our neoprene washer on. And we're going to slide our motor transmission assembly on with the spur gear hanging down below the gear rack. We have a 9/16 hex self-locking nut. Right now, all I want to do is just put it on there just to keep this from falling off in the floor when I'm messing with everything else. Okay, this turnbuckle here will hook to your tensioning spring up here. Then I'm going to go ahead and snug this down a little bit, but I'm not going to completely tighten it all the way. Now I've got this tightened down to a point where it's still pretty much in the final positioning that it's going to be in, but I can still move it around. Okay, because now what I want to do is I just want to tighten my turnbuckle up until I get the proper tension on this spring to engage the spur gear into the gear rack down here. When I'm tightening up this turnbuckle, what I'm looking for is about a 1/16 of an inch gap between the coils of the spring. Once I have my gap between the coils of my spring, I'm going to go ahead and put the final tightening on the mount bolt. Get that good and tight. And then I need to connect my motor right here. Okay, you see the little arrow sides of the connections? They go together. Before you connect or disconnect any electronic component on this table, make sure the power is completely turned off and or disconnected from the wall. I'll make my connection here, and then I can just kind of make this all nice and neat, and then I'll put a zip tie around the whole motor to hold my wires down. Keep it, when I do that, I want to ensure all my wire is off of any moving parts, like the V-groove wheels back here or anything like that.